Bonjour from Étretat. Monet painted these cliffs over 80 times and he said it was the most beautiful coastline in all of France. So today, let's see why he kept coming back and is it really as dreamy and as beautiful as in all the photos? Let's go explore. Allons-y! Mais non! Je viens d'arriver dans l'appartement où je vais dormir pendant 2 soirs et mon Dieu, je dois vous montrer cette vue. Bon déjà, la cuisine, elle est magnifique, mais pour moi, c'est cette vue de dingue. This crazy view right here. Regarde ça! It's literally Monet's painting, like right there. There's so many seagulls. Allons voir la chambre. Let's check out the room. Petite chambre, très mimi. Right now, I'm walking along the beach of Étretat, and honestly, these cliffs, it's so confusing. I feel like they could be in Greece because they're so wide. Also, the ocean is a turquoise blue. C'est vraiment très très beau. But it doesn't feel like we're in France right now. On n'a pas l'impression d'être en France. C'est fou because actually this used to be a Viking fishing village and now it's transformed to this because actually in the 1800s there was an artist called Isabelle Eugène painted these beautiful cliffs and suddenly all of Paris actually wanted to come here. Et bien sûr, Monet a fait plein de peintures. He painted so many paintings that were right here. He called it his outdoor studio. For those of you who don't know me, je m'appelle Gabrielle. I love showing you a different part of France and connecting with locals. So if you want to see me next week, make sure to subscribe. Maintenant, allons explorer. Let's go explore. I'm gonna try to go up, but something super important is not to go too much on the edge because it happens. I saw it in the local news, like in the past 5 years, that there were people that actually fell because they were taking like selfies and photos and they didn't watch the step. So faites attention, be careful. It looks a lot higher than it is, mais je pense que ça devrait le faire. It should be okay. Presque en haut, almost at the top, and it's crazy parce que j'arrive à voir où j'habite là. J'habite juste là. That's exactly where I'm staying. What a lot of people don't know is that actually there are other ones. Il y a d'autres falaises, there are other cliffs as well. Right here, we're on the cliff. On est sur la falaise avec l'aiguille. And l'aiguille actually means the needle because it looks like a needle, kind of. J'ai réussi à aller jusqu'en haut. Honnêtement, c'était pas si difficile. It was not that difficult. Et j'ai bien fait. I'm really glad that I brought a windbreaker because although c'est l'été, it's summer, I feel like c'est quand même, il fait très très frais et il y a du vent. Mais regarde cette vue juste en face de moi. Au-dessus de la falaise comme ça, it feels exactly like the painting. Exactement comme dans la peinture de Monet. Comme vous le voyez, j'ai un ami aussi. I also have a seagull friend. Trop drôle. The thing about Normandy is that you can never be sure about the weather. It's exactly like La Bretagne. One second it's sunny, the next it's raining. Ah, Mémé's all ready to go out with her petit chapeau. The thing is, I want to bring extra things because I want to bring jackets, I want to bring sweaters, I want to be ready pour la météo de la Normandie, for the weather that's here. For this trip, I decided to finally be a real adult, put everything into one bag. This is is the level 8 Real Adventure Carry-On. Hyper pratique. It has everything I need for the next few days. Past me that had 3 bags, a tote bag, and that was running in Gare de Lyon or Gare Saint-Lazare is looking at myself now thinking I should have used this earlier. The fact that it rolls super smoothly, and what I really like is quand je l'ouvre, it has a top opening design, donc c'est hyper pratique. It's so practical because we all know that moment when we're looking for something deep in the suitcase, and then when I can't find it, I have to open everything, and then the hotel room or the apartment turns into a chaotic mess because I couldn't find one thing. So plus jamais, it helps me stay super organized. En gros, je mets mes vêtements là-dedans, ma caméra, mon chapeau. I have to mention the wheels as well because honestly, these wheels, it's France. Between all the walking, the cobblestone streets, the train station, il faut des roues bien solides. Et là, ça fait 2 semaines que je l'utilise. I've been using it for 2 weeks, and honestly, for this trip, ça a été vraiment super. And I think you can just tell how easy it is to move. Right now, it's completely packed, but it feels like I'm pushing an empty suitcase. The hard shell is solid, the wheels are silent, it rolls super smoothly, but it doesn't have the price of a luxury suitcase. And actually, I looked it up before getting it. They have another model that actually won the Newsweek awards, so I'm not the only one who thinks it's great. If you're interested in getting one, I actually have a code. It's L10. They do free shipping to the US, Canada, and Europe, and there's a lifetime warranty. So if you want the discount code, it will be in the description. L10, and definitely let me know if you end up by getting one of their luggage because I genuinely want to know what you think about it. Allez, I'll unpack later, but maintenant, let's go out and explore. C'est le matin, il fait beau et j'entends le bruit des mouettes. I can hear the sound of all the seagulls. D'un côté, on a la falaise d'Amont et de l'autre côté, on a la falaise d'Aval. Here we have the sea that is just across l'Angleterre from England, and we call it la Manche. Je suis arrivée hier en fin d'après-midi. Il y avait tellement de monde. There were so many people. And so, ça me fait plaisir là de voir Étretat aussi. Je sais pas si vous voyez, mais il y a des pêcheurs. There are fishermen as well. Bonjour. Vous arrivez à pêcher quoi? Du bar. Ok.
Par contre, ils pêchent à la dorade.
Comment vous savez qu'ils pêchent la dorade?
Parce qu'ils sont opposés.
Ah.
La canne, elle est comme ça.
D'accord. Et vous venez tous les matins?
Non, ça dépend de la marée.
Ouais. Et marée basse, ça va jusqu'à...
Là, elle est haute, mais habituellement, elle va monter.
Ouais, je vois, hein, parce que c'est mouillé là en plus.
Et plus elle va être haute, plus elle va descendre loin.
D'accord.
Voilà, c'est ça.
Mais si je veux un jour marcher autour de lui et tout ça, il faut que je vérifie.
Grande marée.
Grande marée.
Et ce qu'il y a, c'est que beaucoup de gens font l'erreur. La mer se retire, ils attendent, ils vont manger, ils vont boire un coup, ils font un petit tour, ils machin, puis au bout de 3 heures, ils se disent tiens, on va aller faire un tour. Ouais. Seulement au bout de 3 heures, tu as déjà fait 3 heures de marée basse. La marée va bientôt remonter.
C'est ça.
Et c'est pour ça qu'ils sont coincés.
Et en plus, ça part.
Il y a eu un moment, tous les jours, mais quand je dis tous les jours, c'est tous les jours,
il fallait récupérer les gens.
qui étaient coincés.
Est-ce que la vue en haut, là, elle vaut le coup ou pas si je monte ouais. Juste là. Super, merci beaucoup.
Oh, bah de rien.
Merci. Oui, bonne pêche. Trop chaud, the fishermen. Et en plus, à 7h du matin, I feel like the conversations are always so genuine. Et je demandais qu'est-ce qu'ils pêchaient en fait. Qu'ils pêchaient des poissons différents que les personnes à côté. Parce que en fait, ça dépend. It depends on the fishing pole, like how the fishing pole is positioned. Their fishing pole is like positioned differently. It was saying that they're probably fishing la dorade. Mais maintenant, on va monter. Ça me fait tellement plaisir d'être ici avec toi. I'm so happy to be here with you. So interesting parce qu'il y a un peu d'histoire. C'est écrit la Seconde Guerre mondiale, les bunkers de la falaise d'Amont. Yeah, there are bunkers actually in many parts of Normandy and in Étretat as well. C'était en 1944, in 1944. Et là, ils montrent des photos. Bon, on va essayer de monter. We're gonna try and go up la falaise. Because yesterday we did this one. On est monté sur celle-ci. Et puis aujourd'hui, on va monter sur la falaise d'Amont. We almost made it. On a presque réussi. T'as vu, on est si haut. En plus, c'est fou, il y a une chapelle ici. There's like a chapel right here. Tout en haut, all the way at the top. But it makes me think about how Monet, said that this was one of the most beautiful coastlines he's ever seen in France. The light is so different depending on what time of the day you come. A lot of people always see La Petite Chapelle, but not many people know about this other monument right here. It actually pays tribute to two pilots. Là, je viens de voir. You can see them on the wall as well, the two pilots. They wanted to fly direct flight from Paris to New York, except the last place anyone saw them was on these cliffs. They took off, they flew. Their plane was also called L'Oiseau Blanc. I know that because I met someone who told me that their high school was called L'Oiseau Blanc, and so it comes from this story. And L'Oiseau Blanc, on l'a plus jamais revu, unfortunately. So they took off here, the last place we saw them, and then they disappeared dans l'Atlantique. Et l'avion n'a jamais été retrouvé. The plane was never found. And these are their names, Nungerser et Colli. Wow. Et ici, nous avons la Petite Chapelle, which is called the Chapelle Notre-Dame de la Garde. It was a chapel that was built by sailors that survived the storm, so it has a really special meaning. Et je trouve ça fou que ça soit vraiment au bord de la falaise comme ça, that it's really on the edge. This is actually probably where Monet came like multiple times a day. When he was just waiting for the light to hit just right, il passait par ici, and he painted it in his over 80 paintings of Étretat. Something I would advise is that on these paths, definitely walk a little further, I think a lot of people, they just stop when the view is nice of the cliffs and then they capture it, but they forget that il y a plein de petits chemins. There are a lot of passageways, of paths that you can take pour avoir vraiment des belles vues d'Étretat. And on top of this cliff, someone built a neo-futuristic garden qui s'appelle les Jardins d'Étretat. Apparemment, ça vaut vraiment le détour, donc on va voir ça. Bonjour. Ça se visite assez rapidement, non?
1 heure, 3 quarts d'heure en moyenne.
Parfait.
Vous voulez le reçu?
Non, ça ira.
Ah bah super.
Merci beaucoup. Je viens de rentrer dans le jardin. Regardez-moi ça! It's a garden where there were so many famous painters that actually painted Étretat from this viewpoint, including Delacroix, Manet et bien sûr Monet. Quand on m'a dit qu'il y avait des jardins artistiques, that there were artistic gardens, vous me connaissez how much I love art. There was no way I could refuse to come here. Although I would say if you are tight on time, I'd suggest to come for 20 minutes. Anyways, it can be visited in about 45 minutes. The artist wanted the gardens and the hedges to look like waves, pour qu'ils ressemblent à des vagues. That was inspired from Monet's paintings. And also I really like the fact that the sculptures, you don't actually know if they're happy or sad. If you come to Étretat, there's no way that you can come without knowing Arsène Lupin. Arsène Lupin is actually kind of like the Sherlock Holmes of France. We call him the gentleman thief. I've actually never read his book. Du coup, aujourd'hui, nous sommes devant une librairie. We're in front of a library. Et là, on voit tous ses livres. I'm going to get the original author, Maurice Leblanc. Donc, on va acheter son livre so I can finally read it. You can see what a big deal it is in Étretat. Even Mamie should read Arsène Lupin. Et il y en a plusieurs, c'est ça, dans la série?
Oui, il y en a plusieurs.
Mais celui-ci, c'est le tout premier.
Oui, c'est le tout premier, c'est pour découvrir l'univers Arsène Lupin.
Et voilà, I got the book. J'ai hésité entre celui-ci et celui qui se passe à Étretat. But I feel like I should start with the first one. I hesitated, but on verra if it's a good read or not. J'ai vu en ligne que vous vendez des sandwichs, non?
Oui.
C'est lesquels de fromages qui sont normands, du coup?
Tout cela. Ça, c'est tous des fromages
de
locaux.
la région.
Oui.
Ok.
Bah, la ferme, elle est à 20 km d'ici.
Ah ouais, pas loin.
Non, pas loin du tout. Non.
Voilà notre déjeuner. Our lunch is cheeses from the Normandy region et bien sûr avec du sel de Gironde, so semi-salted butter, mon préféré, my favorite. Et tout ça, ça vient avec une belle baguette. Bon appétit! What I really love about living by the sea is that there are tides, il y a les marées. Donc actuellement, we can see the cliff behind me, but nous sommes en marée basse. Yesterday we saw this completely covered by water, mais maintenant on peut marcher dessus. T'as vu? We can walk on it. It would be under the water, mais maintenant on peut marcher dessus. Par contre, quelque chose qu'il faut faire attention, something you need to be careful, is that il y a plein de touristes qui connaissent pas trop les marées, parce qu'il y a marée haute, high tide, et il y a marée basse, low tide. And so il y a plein de touristes en fait qui marchent autour. And then when they see that it starts to become high tide, they go into those caves, and then they have to call the city to get them taken out. Et ça coûte beaucoup d'argent. It costs a lot of money. So now it's up to the people to pay the money to be taken out. Donc en fait, quand tu te balades ici, there are apps, you can search it online as well. You just type Étretat, tide or marée, and you can see like what times it's gonna be high tide and what times it's gonna be low tide. From the famous author Maurice Leblanc, who is the one who wrote Arsène Lupin, in one of his most famous books, he said that there's a hidden treasure. So yes, it's fiction, but I can't help but think, is there really one? Les personnes d'Étretat, on les appelle comment? Les personnes qui viennent d'Étretat.
Les Étretats.
Les Étretats. Tatais. C'est marrant. Ouais.
Moi j'ai toujours vécu ici.
Étretat reste une belle ville quand même. Oui.
Station balnéaire.
Parce que ouais, moi je vais parler un peu de la ville, de l'histoire, de Claude Monet aussi, bien sûr. Bien sûr. Oui, Arsène Lupin. Ça vaut le coup ou pas? Ça vaut le coup. Ouais. Bon. Oui, bonne journée. À bientôt. Merci. After buying the book of Arsène Lupin, I decided to go visit where the author used to live, Maurice Leblanc. Donc j'ai acheté un billet qui a coûté 8,50 €. Et puis nous voilà en face de sa maison. This is where he lives and actually one of his famous books. Personally, I absolutely love the series. Maybe you've heard of the online series with an actor that I really like called Merci. Mais là, c'est vrai que ça vient des histoires à la base. It comes from the book. So on va voir à l'intérieur de la maison. Let's go check inside. Arsène Lupin, il était très connu pour se déguiser, to dress up. Donc voilà, regarde tous ces déguisements. He must have really liked the fact that someone can disguise himself into anything. I came here to answer one question. Was Monet right? Is this actually the most beautiful coastline in France? I think yes, but not for the reason most people think. It's not just the cliffs, it's the light. C'est la lumière. And I think Monet really understood this. The chalk on the cliffs, it catches the light really differently that nowhere else actually can. Every cloud that passes, every hour, the weather changes and the cliffs look totally different. I think that also explains why why he painted it over 80 times, because you can be here for a few days or even for one day and never see the same view twice. Kind of explains why he painted it over 80 times, because it was never the same view. Bien sûr, it's also les histoires, it's also the stories. You know, two pilots vanishing in the Atlantic, a gentleman thief, a boulangerie that has des croissants au saumon, meeting real Étretat locals. And it's these things that they layer into the view. This is what makes it special. So here's my honest opinions, que je pense vraiment. If you come on a tour bus in August and you stay 2 hours and you just take a pic and go back home, it's gonna be really difficult to feel the real Étretat. I would say that at least take the first train early in the morning that lets you arrive mid-late morning, and so that you can spend the day and really take the last one so you can enjoy the full sunset, parce que ça vaut vraiment le coup. It's really worth it. Otherwise, if you just stay for 2 hours, you'll leave with a weird feeling that you missed something. And you know the stories before you arrive, hopefully some from this video. If these stories actually help you when you travel, let me know in the comments, because ça me fait toujours plaisir. I'm always touched. As you've seen throughout this video, the light has changed so many times in just a span of 2 days. Et c'est vraiment cette lumière qui m'a transportée dans une peinture, that really transported me back into Monet's paintings, back into Impressionist paintings. I really feel like this is one of the birthplaces of l'Impressionism. Let me know if you decide ever to go and if you follow any of these tips. I really love taking you along with these 2 days, and I'm actually gonna put more tips in my newsletter that you can sign up to in the description below. And so with Petite Mimi, we really liked having you on this adventure. I'm here every single week. I share hidden gems, French culture, and also other cities in France, as well as local French stories. So if these are topics that interest you, make sure to subscribe so you don't miss the next one. So merci beaucoup et à bientôt!